y'all. Hey, happy Thursday to you. Happy Thursday to you. How y'all doing this fine Thursday? What's the 411? What's the 411? Hold on 1 minute, y'all. Let me say my blessings and I'll start talking to y'all. I had my phone here. Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for my many blessings. Thank you for the food I'm about to receive. For nourishing my body in Christ's name, amen. Y'all done got off work. I've been doing this, that, and dallying and this. This is just some broccoli and cheddar soup with some wonton strips down in it. So it's probably got cold because I've been potting around since I warmed it up and got back here and got situated on the bed. I went and got my coloring supplies. I got my color pencils. And I'm going to color in this when I get through. I decided I'm going to rest for the rest of the day. I'm not doing nothing major. Y'all better have some. What y'all having for dinner today? And I got me some water. I was just sitting here. I was telling Amber that asking her to tell me how much stuff was going to be for February because I want to try to get it paid off. So she told me what the price of stuff was going to be. So I told her I'll get that paid for next week. And I had to laugh because I told her I wanted to go to the Dr. Seuss breakfast again. Mom, I got that covered. Tell Uncle Terrence I got his too. Y'all guess how much it is a piece, y'all? $15. I almost choked. That girl could be a trip. How y'all week been so far? Y'all week been pretty good. I've been having up and down days. I went in yesterday and I talked to one of my coworkers. I got to go in tomorrow to the office. My intent was to go in today, but I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, right? So I ended up working from home. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning and I was kind of just groggy. So I laid down, y'all. I thought I had dozed off for 30 minutes. It was going on 7 o'clock and I be done started work. So I just flipped over my laptop in the bed and got to work. Because I'm like, let me get started. Luckily, I didn't have nothing a lot I had to do today. Thankfully. But even on days when you don't have a lot to do, you seem like you be busy the whole time till it's time to get off. But only thing about it is, like, when I'm in the office, a lot of people stop by talking to me, so I don't have the interruptions when I be at home. My other coworker, she wasn't feeling good yesterday. I don't know if she, back today or not. Because sometimes we catch each other in the office and sometimes not. So when I logged off, as a matter of fact, I got to post them. I did a couple of videos for TikTok. Some on some men's shirts. Ironically, men's clothes sell better for me on my page. So I had to do something for a company for some men's clothes. And I did that. I got about 20 dresses up there on my guest room that I gotta hang up. I've been trying to go through stuff because I'm putting up some of my spring clothes, spring and summer clothes. And y'all ask me why I got 2 dresses. No, I don't. I got 2 like daytime dresses on the side and 1 nighttime dress. I said, well, I'm gonna take that on the cruise. Ask me, the cruise ain't February, y'all. But I'm like, ain't no need of me packing these dresses up and then I'm gonna have to unpack, talking about where they are when it's time. I don't have any women's clothes coming. I'm like, I don't want another clothing item. And no sooner as I said that, another company asked me to do something. I'm like, I don't want no more clothes. I can't do no more clothes right now. I got a whole thing. I got to take this stuff to the men's shelter this week. So I'm going to make some videos And I made she about 1 or 2 pieces. And I had given my daughter, he was talking about how nice the doll was she had gotten. I had given a lot of those dolls away. Plus I told Amber, she said, I told him you gave about $6. I said, child, I gave about, just giving the personal people, I've given about $9 or $10 out. And I've given already 12 to the Toys for Tots. And I got a couple of more up there. So she just laughed. I said, child, ooh, those are nice. I said, what do you think they be selling on TikTok? And people be funny to me. Because Amber was looking at my camera, right? She said, Mama, Amazon to deliver boxes. She said, what you order from Amazon? I say nothing. That's why I get tickled with people be saying, I'm not ordering nothing from TikTok. Okay. Well, order it from Amazon or Walmart then. It don't matter. These the same sellers. So, I said, that ain't nothing but something from TikTok, Amber. Some of your main sellers be stuff you buy for QVC. QVC is actually on TikTok. HSN on TikTok. I just did some Hanes stuff for TikTok. Amber's little nephew, they reached out to me, the company that he was doing a New Balance stuff, so I got him some little boy sweats and did New Balance stuff. So I just get tickled when people be saying that. I'm like, okay, all right. Do you need the Amazon link to this same item? I'll be happy to give it to you. It'd be fun to me. It's one thing if you ain't on TikTok, because Amber not on TikTok. So some of the stuff I get her, she said, yeah, Mom, I'm not on TikTok, but if I can do a sample for it. Now everything, I was telling somebody this, trying to explain to them how TikTok works, because they swear you just be lying for these companies. For example, y'all know I love Buc-ee's. I go to Buc-ee's. Guess what? I was in Buc-ee's. I had no relationship, zero relationship with either of these sellers. Zero. I was in Buc-ee's and I was talking to them because I know Buc-ee's is not everywhere. Buc-ee's is only like in 9 states. I have to travel almost 4 hours to go to Buc-ee's. If we're doing a road trip or something. I go to one here in Dallas, Florida, or whatever. In Alabama, right? When we traveling. So I eat the cherry sours I eat the sours. So I said it. So I said, let me see if I can find a seller on TikTok. I found a seller on TikTok that sold the sours. This is how that works. That you don't have to buy products from TikTok, but it's a lot of times, oftentimes those products are sold on TikTok Shop. It's a reseller that sells Buc-ee's items. I mean, they sell all the Buc-ee's stuff. Not all of it. They sell a lot of them. Several sellers that resell Buc-ee's stuff. Because they know that Buc-ee's stuff, people want it and they can't get it. A lot of people can't, nowhere near a Buc-ee's. So those sold tremendous for me. As a matter of fact, those posts that I made on those sours went viral. So I sold a lot of those. And I make a few cents, or 50, 60, 70, 80 cents off everything that, if it sells. Same thing with the garlic. I was in Buc-ee's buying the garlic. I have never had any type of relationship with those sellers. They have never asked me to sell anything for them. They never asked me to link anything for them. But I was saying, as much stuff as I done sold, but buckets of theirs, all them garlic sold, all them, they could have sent me a care package, you think? But, so that was that. And I was telling them, even when I was in Sam's, y'all, kid you not. And I got the pineapples. The pineapples went viral for me, and they sold a lot. And this is a case in point. Last year, I bought my brother a Fat Albert t-shirt for Christmas, right? And I don't know if I told y'all this story or not already. It went viral. Because I bought me one too, but I bought a long sleeve one. Fat Albert resonates with, I know Gen Xers and maybe baby boomers. I mean, not Fat Albert the movie, Fat Albert the cartoon. That went viral. And so the seller, I don't know what happened with him. So he said, well, could you put my new link on? They closed his store or something. I never did have a t-shirt, and I wasn't going to call my brother to bring the t-shirt back. Because my shirt was different. So, about a month ago, something said, you need to get that Fat Albert t-shirt again. That thing went viral last year. Around this time last year. I think I put it up in November last year. I said, you need to go on and get that Fat Albert t-shirt again. And so I looked at it and I'm like, you know, Temu now has like local stuff. That's what I'm saying. All these sellers are all over the place. I happened to find a t-shirt. It was either on Temu or Amazon, one of them. And I said, it must have been on Amazon. Because I said, I need this t-shirt right away. I need to put a video up of this t-shirt. Lo and behold, I put that t-shirt up. Granted, I make $1 and something on the t-shirt. I think I paid $15, $16 for the t-shirt. Right? You have to invest in your own self. So I put the t-shirt up. That t-shirt, I've made my money back. That's what I was telling Amber. I've made my money back. I think I looked today. It's a little bit over 100 t-shirts and sold. I think I make like $1 and something cents every t-shirt. You see what I'm saying? So that's how that works. But you have to invest. But what if I would have never bought the t-shirt? I would have never been able to advertise the t-shirt again. And because it wasn't like the seller was reaching out to me saying, oh, let me get you a t-shirt so you can make a video. I found a seller on there and linked their link. You know? So that's how that works. It just so happened, I don't know, a few Sundays ago I had on that Psalms, like we had Jersey Day at the church, right? This is another example. I said, I ain't wearing no jersey. This is what I said. I said, I'm not wearing a jersey. And because I ain't no football, I ain't got no baseball time, I'm not into that. And I said, so I'm just going to go whatever. Then I happened to be watching something and somebody had on that Psalms 23 shirt. I said, oh, that's a cute little jersey-like shirt. Well, I knew it wasn't going to be here in time for Sunday. Well, Amber has Prime. So I said, let me go on Amazon and look. See if they got that shirt. Lo and behold, they had that shirt. So I had Amber order me. I think I spent $25, y'all. No kidding. I ordered the shirt, right? And I had her get me 2 things of teriyaki seaweed, which was like $4 and something a piece. Anyway, whatever, it ended up being $25. But it was on Prime, and it was like 2 days. That was Wednesday night. She said, Mom, it'll be there Friday. I said, well, you're not needed for Sunday, Amber. But I didn't have Prime, and I'm not, because I'm like, the few things I ordered off Amazon, I just asked her to order them for me. I said, I ain't got no Prime. So it got here. It got here that Friday. And that Sunday, of course, that's what I wore to church that Sunday. I like that shirt, that Psalms 23 shirt. The Lord is my shepherd. Well, lo and behold, again, and I also linked it in my Amazon store after I saw it. I put that shirt up. Now, granted, I haven't sold a lot of those shirts, but I linked the store that was on TikTok that sold a shirt. But I knew the shirt wasn't going to be here in time for TikTok. I would have ordered it off TikTok, but I knew it wasn't going to be here in time. I linked the store. I sold enough shirts. I think 27 shirts sold. Before something happened, that store no longer sells something about they don't sell in the orange in the country or something. So they probably selling it overseas now. Because sometimes they stop selling in the U.S. But I sold enough that I made my money back for my entire order from Amazon. And I still got the shirt and I ate up the seaweed. You see what I'm saying? I never had a relationship with the seller. So that's where people misconception comes in on how TikTok works. Some sellers I do work with, and some some things it's just like everything, if not everything, the majority, I mean not like major furniture, but like your kitchen utensils, kitchen appliances you use. My air fryer is made by Tefal. I got some cookware by Tefal. That stuff is sold on Amazon. It's sold on TikTok Shop. It's sold on Walmart. You see what I'm saying? It's sold all over. So don't get it, I don't know why. Y'all didn't even ask for none of this information, did you? Guess y'all said, who cares? But I was just kind of sharing it with you. So if you are an affiliate, go around your house. Take a picture. You can go to stop worrying about samples. Because, child, I was ordering off TikTok before then, but I wasn't worried about no samples when I first got started and still not. You know, if I make my money back, I make my money back. But most of the time, I don't buy stuff that I don't use or I know somebody that's gonna use. But you can advertise stuff right here in your house. I probably got I don't know how many products, you know, right here in my bedroom. If I walk past, but I use a lot of stuff that's sold on TikTok, on Amazon, and like when I make my videos for TikTok, most of the time, if not at least 80% of the time, I put that same video or a similar video up on my Amazon storefront. Sometimes the products are not there, but sometimes they are. Only thing is like my dresses and stuff, and a lot of people ask me where I shop from. I shop from all over, and people just assume most of my clothes don't always come from TikTok. But guess what? I've gotten clothes from Shein, I've gotten clothes from Amazon, I've gotten clothes from Lane Bryant, I've gotten clothes from Torrid, I've gotten clothes from Walmart, especially gowns and stuff. Guess what? I take a picture, and I search the product marketplace on TikTok. If they sell it and I bought it somewhere else and it's up there, you know what I do? I link that seller. Now, I ain't never had no relationship with that seller before in my life. And sometimes I'd be fortunate. Like, I'm still talking about this. I'd be fortunate, like, I eat Omaha Steaks, right? Well, Omaha Steaks is now selling on the TikTok shop. They're selling steak packages. I think they're getting kind of geared up for the holidays to become a seller on the TikTok shop. Well, they reached out and said, you know, about the steaks. Well, you think I'm going to turn down that Omaha? That's a package I buy. That's a company I buy already used. So, yeah, I'm happy to tell people about Omaha Steaks because y'all know Omaha Steaks. Yeah, absolutely. I was happy to do New Balance stuff. I was happy to do something for Hanes. I was happy to, yeah, sure. You selling Hanes socks? That's a brand I know. Yeah, I was gladly. Now, y'all, I bought some Coach perfume. I didn't know they sold Coach on TikTok. I was fortunate that I had a sample coupon. I had a coupon. They had given me, like, I had 40. Well, I didn't have no coupon. Let me just go back. I had 40,000 points, and I wanted some Coach by Coach perfume. I needed some more. Guess what? It just so happened that because they give you an array of products, and it be all different brands like Drizzlicious, different stuff you can buy with your points. Well, those points only covered that perfume. I couldn't get nothing else, by the way. That's all the points covered. But I was glad. But guess what? I was going to get some of that anyway. I didn't have to buy it. It wasn't nothing for me to talk about that perfume because it's something I wear. Now, whether anybody ever buy any or not, I don't know. But that was something I wear, so that was a blessing. So that's the way you have to kind of look at it. And I have been blessed. Anyway, I was just wanting to encourage y'all. That's all. If you want to do TikTok shop, that's how it works. You don't need to, just get in the program and get started. It takes work, though. It's hard work. Anyway, I'm going to get off here and get the coloring because I've been yakking. I'm through with my little soup. Guess y'all said, I never did offer y'all no more of my little soup, did I? Did I give y'all any at all? I don't know. But anyway, I digress. I'm going to get the coloring and kind of going to chillax for the rest of the night because this is it. This is my position for the night right here up on these pillows until it's time for me to go to sleep. I'm just going to take this wig off my head. Anyway, I want you to know you're loved. I love you. And God truly loves you the most. Remember to always be kind to yourself and others. Be joyful and be blessed. And y'all have yourself a peaceful day, a positive day, and a joyful day. Well, a night rather. All on what? That's right. All on purpose. Love y'all. Bye. And I'll see y'all later on this week. I was a little low this week, but I'm going to try to get a couple of more videos up by Sunday. How about that? How about those apples? I'm going to figure it out some kind of way.